Hey, Shalom, Makiam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and
Mhm.
salutations to you elect Akim across the four corners of this earth, kicking this word of sincerity and truth. I got the brother Karat Nazar Shamar on the other line, and I'm the brother Sha'ar, and we're from the Great Millstone Dallas camp. And I know the brother wanted to go into a lesson just going into the temptations that's to come, especially when we're entering into the day that's approaching. If you have eyes that can see, you can see the stuff that's going on around the world, and you can see there's a lot of demons flirting as well, trying to sift brothers out of this truth. You know, if the water figure how was shy that he had prayed for the elect from the beginning, Lord willing, we those men. But with that being the case, go ahead, brother, you got it, man.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Sirach 2 and 1, because one thing I'm going to go into, I want to talk about, the recent fallout, the people that have fallen out. It's really been a lot of, people look at as up and coming elders, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you why they fell out using the scripture out here in Sirach 2 and 1. So give me that joint out.
Khan, this is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
All right, stop right there real quick. When you look up the definition of prepare, the definition of prepare is to make something ready, to consider. You know what I'm saying? When you're making a plate of food, when you're seasoning some food or you're making a cake, you're preparing it so you know exactly what ingredients you need to put in there before it goes into the heat. What's going on with people in these camps is they're not getting the right spiritual ingredients into their mindset to prepare for the heat to come, which is going to be the Jacob's trouble, which
That's
is going
right.
to be the which is going to be all those different type of things. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you tell they ain't preparing is because they've gotten comfortable in this Netflix and chill society.
That's
They've gotten
right.
comfortable YOLO. They cool with their one little job, and in their mind, they don't have to prepare because it seems like it's coming so far. Because America, man, America will give you this microwave generation mentality. You think that you've done something for 3 or 4 years, or 5 years, or even 9 years, and nothing has happened. You know what I'm saying? You think, God damn, what the hell is going on? But the Lord, 1,000 years is a day, and a day is 1,000 years. So who gives a damn if you've been in the camp since '07? Who's been in the camp since '08? The Lord don't care about that. He don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So you got these cats that are falling out because they ain't prepared themselves for the temptation at hand, and they falling out before the temptation at hand. Keep going on.
Khan, verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yep, yep. And when you constantly enduring, man, you're always preparing your like you they go together. Prepare yourself and constantly endure. In order to endure, you have to prepare. You know what I'm saying? When you go in and hit the weights, you don't go in there in some church shoes and a church shirt. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh, I'm gonna go hit the weights. No, you prepare. You put on your sweat. You put on your gloves. You got your sweatband going. You got your water. All that stuff to prepare for what you have to endure. Then you get on that bench. You do that first set, it's easy. But you know that second set is going to be even harder. So you tighten up your gloves a little bit. You put on your favorite song to get you a little bit more amped up. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing for this truth, man. When you know stuff is about to get popping, you see another prophecy popping. You're supposed to go into your prayer closet. You're supposed to go into your word. You're supposed to fast. A lot of you cats don't pray, and a lot of you cats don't fast, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't purge yourself from your iniquities, man. You don't look at yourself and be like, man, this is my demon. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what Sirach 2 and 1 is really saying, when it says prepare yourself, that soul for temptation, look at yourself, man. What is your weaknesses that you know will get you out of this truth? Not another brother, not another person in the camp, you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the porn demon, a food demon, loving too many women, spending too much money, being slothful, not going to having a job, not being consistent, not coming to work on time, being at work late all the time. What is your demon that you have to prepare yourself for that can get you out of this thing, man? And if you're not constantly preparing your mind and trying to constantly endure to get rid of that, that's going to be the thing that's going to get your ass out of here. Whether it's the first year in this truth or the fourth year in the truth. The can't be in this thing. I've been in this thing 6 years. So, you know what I'm saying? The elders been in this thing 30 years. You don't see them bragging. You know? They done went through 9/11. They done went through the Rodney King and the California beats. They went through 1980s and what happened then. You know what I'm saying? The parts of the 70s. You over here in the information age, man. And all you gotta do is read, do the work, and show up and do what you gotta do. And y'all are falling out because y'all are weak, man. You gotta.
Khan, brother. Khan, yeah, and I just want to add a little bit to it as well. That's why prayer is so important. When you feel those temptations trying to take over you, you got to shoot a prayer to your how Bashem Yahweh Shai. And he'll get rid of that demon. but you got to be sincere about it. Like when you go to the instance in the scriptures where Yahweh spoke to Peter, and he said, Peter, roughly paraphrasing, of course, he said, Peter, I see that Satan is trying to, get to you so he can sift you out, but I've prayed for you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I just wanted to bring
Yep.
out that quick example because if it happened to Peter, who was a chief head apostle, it can happen to any of us, and it does. That's why, hopefully, we're the elect, but that shows that the Lord is still with us, man. Well, with that being the case, how you pray for you got to pray for other brothers when you see stuff like that going on. Ultimately, pray
Right.
for yourself, too. Because, again,
Right.
temptation is out here, man. Temptation's all over the place. Wickedness is set at an all-time high. So with wickedness
Right.
being spread everywhere, shouldn't you be praying about it and pray that you don't enter into temptation? Like you
Right.
brought up beautifully, man. It says to set your heart aright, to set your mind aright, and constantly endure, which shows that you're going to always be going through certain things mentally. That's why
Right.
he said prepare your mind pretty much. Like when you go further into it as well, it says cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be
Right.
increased at thy last end. And what's the last end? That's when the missiles come, when the deliverance comes. And how's that increasing gonna be? That's when he's gonna deliver us in the kingdom. We're gonna be with our Lord. Those laws, statutes, commandments in our inward parts to receive that crown of glory. All right.
Yep.
It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And whether that means to be reviled, whether that means to be humiliated, there's a lot of different examples that go into it, but the Lord says take it cheerfully. Because that shows you that he's dealing with you, which these next few verses goes into. You
Yep.
know? But if you stop dealing with temptation, you're gonna slowly but surely seeing yourself give over to it until the Lord puts you into that reprobate mindset. And
Yep.
that's that fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, like the scriptures talk about. That's the last
Yeah.
thing you want to get involved in, because that means that you're gonna be destroyed.
Yep. And I want to say this too, man. Really, man, you cancel the falling out, man. I'm gonna say this for everybody, man. I'm gonna say this for everybody in these camps, man. Your life is easy right now, man. Yeah, your woman might have left you. Yeah, you might have lost your job. Yeah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? We got it easy in America right now. I'm not trying to say that we ain't catching hell and you know what I'm saying. Slavery was hard, but you know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing happening right now like that for cats to just be
Nathan.
damn mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, the trouble is coming, but it's not here yet. Jake could be like, "Oh, I'm catching hell," but then you go home and watch. We go home and watch your favorite TV show, or you can go to the bar and get a drink if you want. You can do all that stuff, man. You got options, man. What's really gonna happen is when this currency drops, and you don't know how you're gonna eat, and your wife is took the tip, and you don't know where your son is at. That's what we talking about, man. It ain't happened here yet. What's happening in Venezuela ain't happened here yet, man. What's happening in Greece ain't happened here yet, man. So stop acting like you got brothers, man, that be like, man, I'm tired as hell, man. Look, man, you know what I'm saying? Get on your horse, do what you got to do for the Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Be a soldier of good faith and keep enduring, man. Because when it comes to these storms of life, man, the storm will come, and then it'll stop, and then you'll have a peaceful moment, and then a storm will come again. You know the pattern by now. Why are you complaining about it? You deserve this, man. You deserve worse. You don't deserve a seat on a chariot, man. You don't deserve the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you do in this life, you need to be like, man, so why do you how about Jimmy Shah? Because if you too comfortable in this society, you're gonna be back in where you were, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats' minds it's still there, but they just in the camp. And it's gonna get exposed, man, because you're not preparing yourself, man. All you element Xavier type dudes, man, y'all are getting exposed left and right, man, from camp to camp. And it's to some people, it's being seen as a surprise these cats that are falling out. It's not a surprise because if you really look with a spiritual eye, you can tell who's really preparing themselves, man. You can tell by the lessons that they do. Some people sound like regurgitated information from the videos they watch from the elders. Some people are really living this thing, man. A lot of you cats aren't living this thing, but you need to get your mind right and really apply, man, and consider what you got going on, man. Because this ain't no game, man. And when you get these secrets, man, you can't just walk away and be like, man, I ain't into that no more. You got a dude that was in our camp, man, said he was about this life, one of them chicken-eating niggas, man. Now he's believing in Donald Trump, man. The Lord will bug your black ass out, man. The Lord will bug you out if you keep playing with his name, man. His name and these scriptures ain't nothing to play with, man. Eat the whole roll, do the work, and prepare yourself, man.
That's right. That's right. That's them 7 more demons, and you end up being in a worse state than the beginning, like the scriptures talk about. You know that scripture, right?
Con.
God. But I do have one more verse I was gonna pull up, unless you got anything.
You got it up.
But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 23. And this goes into that time that you're talking about, because like a lot of Jake will have the mindset to be like, I'm catching a lot of hell, but we haven't really seen true hell yet. We haven't seen it because martial law hasn't hit yet. Paying
Right.
$100 for an apple hasn't came yet, But verse 23 reads, "He that shall endure the peril," which when you go to peril, it means danger, times of danger, "in that time hath kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works in faith toward the
Right.
Almighty." So if you endure through this dangerous times that's to come, that's when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will truly find you worthy to receive that kingdom, to live during the second death, to rise up during that resurrection, to receive that
Yep.
body of immortality, to receive that crown of faith. That's all I had on that one.
Yeah. See here. I got this. Was it Matthew 12, 43 through 45? Pull that up there real quick. It's about the we're talking about the 7 demons and stuff like that. See here. When the unclean, Matthew 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit has gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeketh rest and findeth none. I'll let you place this down. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7.
Salakia, brother. Salakia. I want to go into that 44th verse really quick, if that's cool.
Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come,
that's the unclean spirit saying that. Because when the unclean spirit left and came back, he seen it was cleaned out because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was there. And he cleaned out all the iniquity, all the other stuff that was there before. So the demon's like, oh, snap, it's clean up in this house. This house is really clean. I got to make something happen. I got to bring my boys here and wreck this place up. Okay? Salakia.
You good. Let me see. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation.
So like I mentioned, when that demon had came to that house and seen it clean and swept, shows that the spirit of Yahweh Shai was there to take out all that gunk that was in that body. He was like, I got to bring my boys there. So his boys are going to go over there and make it worse than what it was before. Because before it was just him there. And then they talked about him departing from that vessel, from that body. And that's how it is when you fall out the camp, when you get out of the truth. Those demons will be there messing with you, trying to tap in. And when you succumb to them demons, that's when they enter into that house and wreck shop. And then you'll end up being in a worse state than before. The brother Awar from Mississippi camp went into that beautifully. He broke it down beautifully, man. And that's how we got to be in this truth, because the demons are fluttering. The demons are everywhere, especially since we know this truth. So these demons will try to sift you like they tried to sift Peter. And if you fall into that temptation constantly and you stop enduring, them demons will end up taking over that body and dirtying it up worse than it was dirty before. You'll end up smoking weed, looking at different men's wives, sleeping with different men's wives, everything wicked under the sun. That stuff can happen because that's those demons' jobs to do. They're doing their job. That's why we got to have that shield of faith, that breastplate of righteousness, and that helmet of salvation. That's going to reflect all those demons off. But if you lose that, if you don't have that, you're defenseless.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I got on that.
Con. Well, hey, the water for the call, the water for the lesson, brother. Lord, when it was edifying, first and foremost, I would like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and citation to you like Akim, kicking his truth and sincerity. We almost out of here. Let's not fall into this temptation. We got to keep praying for one another. Pray we don't enter into temptation. Pray we can get the hell out of here so we can rejoice the salvation that's to come. Like the scriptures say, constantly endure. That goes for myself. That goes for all of us. Man up and shalom.
Shalom.